Welcome into Steelers Latest, your daily spot for all news and information related to your Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm your host, Cole Denis, and please like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content to stay up to date with everything Steelers. Let's get rocking on. It's another Victory Monday. Our Steelers pulled it off 24-21. We were 1 point away from the perfect prediction on our final score prediction last week. 24-21, huge early morning win. And then Steelers fans, we got to sit back, relax, and watch the Browns and the Ravens both get spanked later on in the day. It was a beautiful all Sunday for us. The only way to complete the perfect weekend for the Bengals to lose night for us to take sole possession of the North in the AFC and have first first time all year one team will have sole possession of the North, and we'll be up 2 games on the big rival Ravens already. So that's all right, Ravens. But overall, probably the best team performance Sunday against the Vikings. Both the offense and the defense had great moments. You love to see it. Both of them had almost complete games, I would say. Kind of took the foot off the gas late in the game, which we cannot let that become a habit. It felt like, as a fan watching it, we were dominating the game completely. And then, fourth quarter, under 10 minutes left, we let the Vikings just streak back in there just to spook us fans a little bit. Oh, let's not do that. Can't get the heart rate pumping too much at 9:30 on a Sunday. That's just not the move. I was not a fan of us almost blowing this one because let's be real, we did at the door just enough for the Vikings to have an opportunity late in the game to go down and have a game-winning drive. Thankfully, that didn't happen because the defense showed up eventually. But that blown coverage on their second to last drive almost blew the game. Like, what are we doing? It was we were trying to throw, it looks like, for a second there. But let's talk about the good that yeah. Offensive execution, probably the most well-rounded game offensively, scheme-wise, we've seen. Aaron Rodgers going for 200 yards. We saw DK Metcalf have the 80-yard catch and run. Beautiful touchdown. Also, shout out Calvin Austin downfield throwing that final block. Love that from a receiver, from a small guy getting in there, throwing a block to making a touchdown. Love to see that from a guy like Calvin Austin. But 200 yards for Rodgers. Gainwell on the ground. So subbing in for Jalen Warren. Honestly, didn't think Jalen Warren's injury last week was that big of a deal that he was going to miss. This Sunday, it seemed like he was playing it off. Well, he missed the game. And Kenneth Gainwell filled in spectacularly behind him with 99 yards on the ground and 35 yards in the pass game also. Really great performance from him. Really stepped up. He also found the end zone twice to close out drives. Got it done in the red zone. Something we haven't seen on the run game in recent years. So wouldn't mind him getting more looks and more opportunities in the backfield if he can continue to perform well. Was it just the offensive line performing really well, or was it Kenneth Gainwell? I think it was a little bit of both. The vision for Kenneth Gainwell seemed really good out there. So once again, let's highlight DK Metcalf. 5 receptions, 126 yards. Highlight 80-yard touchdown catch and run. That was spectacular. You got Rodgers ripping the what is it, smelling salts, and then throwing an absolute laser of a dart to DK in the perfect hole, perfect window of the defense. He takes it the rest of the way. It's chef's kiss. Love to see it. DK and Rodgers clearly have a connection. Everyone else in Rodgers, Hunter Smith and Rodgers, they seem to have something forming. And James Gainwell and Rodgers also seem to have something forming. Like Calvin Austin, Owen Wilson, that Farmer, they seem to be being left behind. What can you do? At least Rodgers has a guy like DK who is balling out week to week, and this week, last week in a Steelers uniform. Love to see it. And shout out to the big guys up front. Felt like their best game all year long, even though they did allow 2 sacks. Both very fundamental in the game. Passing, they executed well there. We were able to dominate. Yeah, shout out to the boys. fun. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball, though, as defense finally, finally, the defense was able to take away the running game of team. We didn't allow over 100 rush yards for the first time. The Vikings couldn't really establish anything on the ground. Madison didn't go over 60 yards rushing for the team. We only had 70 total rushing yards. That's really because of our two linebackers in the middle really stepping up in this one. Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson, two guys leading the team in the tackle category this week. Patrick Queen, as I said, would get his first sack this week. You get a couple tackles for losses. He got three. We were sending heat with the linebackers, and that's what we needed to see. That's how we got Carson Wentz a little off kilter early, and that's how we closed the game out late. The blitz really working well with these two in the middle. I think that we should really keep doing this. We lead the league in six-man blitzes this year. Let's keep doing it because Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson, they come each play, it feels like they're shot out of a cannon. It's pretty spectacular watching them rush the middle. They're really finding their way. PQ and PW really the linebacker. They're going to dominate the league here soon. But Peyton Wilson led the team with 13 sack tackles this game. Massive for the young star. Also, key play there late to chase down on that blown coverage. He could have got in with 2:40 on the clock, but Peyton Wilson chases him down, rips off about 30 seconds of the clock because of that. Patrick Queen gets some stuff. Just big moments in this game like that. Little big moments that work in your favor when it comes to winning a game. Hey, Peyton Wilson, big reason because of that chase down tackle. You don't know. A couple extra seconds in that final drive, and maybe the Vikings are able to get something done. The defensive front, once again, lights out. Six sack game from the Steelers, four coming from up front. We're going to mention the big man, Nick Herbig here later, but TJ Watt, stellar game. One sack, one interception, couple tackles for loss. TJ Watt's going to do what TJ Watt does. He snatches a ball out of the air for an interception. Who does that? Only TJ Watt. His brother did that a couple times, but it's only a Watt thing, and we just have the only defensive Watt in the league right now. So we have a major advantage over everyone else. Uh, but another player stepping up, Keanu Benton, he had 1.5 sacks up the middle. That was great. Darren Harmon tipped a pass that got intercepted by Deshaun Elliott. Just a lot of just well-rounded play from everyone. It felt like on the defense today. Now we did have that blown coverage that almost cost us the game, but didn't. So we're gonna look past that. We're gonna throw that little bit of film out. Actually, we probably shouldn't. We should probably communicate a little bit better on the back end, so show that. But after that, toss that piece of film out. It was a great game all around. Let's finish this show with some player spotlights. Reserves a player spotlight. Of course, Nick Herbig. No, Alex Highsmith is going to have a job when he comes back, and I'm not completely against that because Nick Herbig consistently plays up to par with Alex Highsmith, if not better than Alex Highsmith when he's filling in for him. Thanks to TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt is a force multiplier, and Smith benefited from that for years. So we kind of have this glorious view of him, but he's really not the best pass rusher when Watt goes down. Kovic looks fantastic next to Watt too. I think he can give the same level of production when Watt goes down. He's a younger player. I think Highsmith also is at his highest value. You don't want to lose that value. Use him as trade bait so we can get either more picks or positions of need for this season. But that has been it from Steelers Leaders. I've been your host, Cole Denis, and I will see you tomorrow.